Hi, I'm Jonasz. I'm from Poland and I work for Software Brothers. I'm a full stack JavaScript developer and I have 3 years of developing JavaScript apps, both on the front end and both on the back end. So nothing scares me anymore. And I really love jogging and running. And I have also visited almost every mountain in Poland. So I really like that views from the top. It's really satisfying. And you can also follow me on social media. You have those links on the presentation. And at the end of the presentation, we will have some quick live coding session, and all the code I will be showing you will be on GitHub. So don't worry if you miss something. All the code will be on GitHub. So let's get started. The topic I will be presenting is how to use an open source admin panel for Node.js apps. The previous topic was if the AdminBro is fitting your needs, but I think that the presentation will be too short because the answer is simply yes, it fits you the best. And instead of that, I will just show you how to use it, how to customize it so it will fit you the most. So let's go quickly through the agenda. At the beginning, I will be talking about what is AdminBro. Then I will go through the core functionalities of AdminBro, what AdminBro offers you out of the box. So you don't have to worry about those things anymore, and you don't have to implement those manually. Then we will go into pluggable features. These are the features that can be plugged into AdminBro, and they are just one-liners, one line of code, and you have some additional functionality available in your admin panel. And then at the end, we will write our own feature, which will be sending out emails to customers. So that's something as a developer I would estimate for around 8 hours or maybe more, just to have all those UIs, logic, and everything implemented. But we will see that it is possible to do in AdminBro with the matter of minutes. So I think that's something really cool. And if you want to see it, just stay with me. And of course, the last point is Q&A sessions. So if you will have any questions, you can ask me in there and I will try to answer them. So going to AdminBro. AdminBro is an administration panel, which is a content management system. It is fully open source and written in TypeScript. If you're a JavaScript developer, you know that the TypeScript helps you develop apps faster because you have those type annotations. So you don't have to read the documentation line by line and seeking through all the pages in docs. You just have all that in your VS Code, for example. So it really helps making those apps faster. And it's easy to plug in into existing applications. So you don't have to worry about administration panel from the start of the building your application. You can build your application, you can build your API, whole system. And then if you decide to have some administration panel, you can just plug the AdminBro in a few lines of code, and it will just automatically generate whole UI, whole actions, and everything will be set up for you. And it's easy to plug in as AdminBro has no boilerplate code, so you don't have to write a lot of code just to run that administration panel. It's just 2 or 3 lines in every case. So I think it's really cool. And also, as it is open source, it is community driven. So if users have some requests, issues, and feature requests, we also read them all and put it in our backlog. So new features are coming, and we are still developing the admin panel and plugging in new features into it. I think that the thing that I most like about admin panel that about AdminBro is that it's fully customizable. So you don't have to stick to one design, some static views that you cannot change. You can change almost every color, every component, write your custom actions. So you can just make your admin panel fit you. So it will fit your business the best. And from the developer point of view, it serves as a ready-to-use API. So you don't have to write the code to modify existing records, search for them, and find them. AdminBro has all of that out of the box. Okay, so how does AdminBro really work? So AdminBro stands in the middle of the slide, because from the left side we have the OERMs, which connect to your database. You probably use TypeORM, SQLize, or Mongoose in your application, and they are taking care of the database connection. AdminBro uses adapters to just convert that data, and uses plugins to output that data into your application. So it really stands in the middle of that, and have all of that logic in there. The truth is that you don't even have to use ORMs. You can just write your own resource adapters, and you can read the data from the API, from the files, from plain database connection, and as AdminBro is fully modular, you don't have to worry about where is that data coming from, as AdminBro can read all those informations for you. Okay, so coming through to the core functionalities. So the first one and the most obvious one is browsing resources and CRUD operations. So as you set up admin panel, it automatically sees all your resources and allows you to add in new records, add in new users, add in new posts, everything you want, and modify them and also delete them. And you can also search the lists and filter them, so it has all those operations out of the box. The next one, next core functionality is sign in, sign out role-based access. So admin panel has that login page automatically generated, and you can create users, admins with different permissions. So for example, you can create a super admin which can modify and delete everything, and you can, for example, create a user with moderator rights, so he can only access some of the resources, and for example, he cannot delete it. So that's a really cool thing, that you can have different users accessing your admin panel. The next one is what I told you about earlier, that you can fully customize the actions and the hooks. So for example, you can say that after creating a new record, just send an email to the user. After changing the order status, notify the user that his order is ready to be sent, and so on. So, and you can customize existing actions, and you can also write new ones. So you don't have to only rely on those which are implemented on AdminBro. You can just write your own, which will perform some business logic in your application. The next one, next core feature of admin panel is creating custom pages and custom dashboard. So you can modify whole views in your admin panel and make a fully customized dashboard with a lot of graphs, a lot of useful information for your administrators and so on. And we will see that in coding sessions as we will implement that dashboard by ourselves, and you can see that it is very quickly, and we can just set it up in a matter of minutes. And the next thing, which is really cool about AdminBro, is that it is theme-based. So all the colors can be changed using a color palette, and you just have to define those colors in admin panel, and whole admin panel, whole admin UI will change, and you can just customize them to be your branding colors or just like that. And the next thing is internationalization. So AdminBro uses React I18 Next, which translates all the labels. So you can make your admin panel in different languages. We had that project that uses German language for our client, and we used English language for the developers. So it's really cool that you can write admin panel that can be run in different languages that will fit you the most. Okay, and that was it about core functionalities. And as I mentioned earlier, that we have also the features. Features are just a one line of code pluggable extensions for admin panel that allow you to quickly set up some new functionalities into your application. So the first one is AdminBro passwords. So the most common case is just when you create a user account, you don't want to store the password in the plain text. So there is a feature in AdminBro that allows you to automatically hash that password and create a secure user account straight from your administration UI. The next one is AdminBro upload. So that feature we developed allows you to send out files, photos, images to cloud, or you can store them locally. It is based on providers. In the example you see on the screen, there is an AWS provider. We also have written that upload feature for GCP provider and the local provider, which just saves the files on your local disk. And it automatically adds a field that allows you to choose the files from the admin panel, and it automatically uploads them to the cloud. So that really speeds up the process of developing application. The next one is a paid add-on, but it's really huge. It is a whole blog feature, which allows you to write blog posts, upload images, upload thumbnails, set metadata for your blog post, save draft blog posts. Basically, it allows you to build whole blog pages just using admin panel. You don't need anything else to build your blog posts. And the next two ones are unpublished yet, but we are working on them. So there is an import-export feature that allows you to export data from admin panel and store them in JSON file, CSV file, or XML file. And then you can import it somewhere else, or import it straight into admin panel again as a backup, for example. And the last one is Logger, which logs all your activity in admin panel. So it lets you, mostly the administrators will be interested in seeing what activities are performed in admin panel. So all the actions and changes made to the records will be listed in one specific resource. Okay, and I think we have something around 7 minutes, and we'll be having a quick live coding session. So as I said on the beginning, it is something that would take around, I think, 8 hours to just implement whole email sending logic, whole UI and action, and we will just build that in the matter of minutes. So the plan is to create a custom dashboard with the information about customers, create custom feature that will send the email to selected customers. And we will also use the dashboard to find exact group of customers that we will want to send the email to. And we'll also customize that email content. Okay, so let's go into it. As a starting point, I have a Express.js application, which is a completely empty application. As you can see, it's on here, that it's completely empty. It doesn't have anything. We only have the customers in our database. So let's just set up admin panel. I will just uncomment that function. And there is, sorry, the font size changed a little bit. So connecting AdminBro can be done in just 2 lines. We just have to register adapter. In my case, it is Mongoose adapter, which will connect to MongoDB database. And we'll have to set up AdminBro instance. And as I uncommented that line, we should see the admin panel, which is automatically generated. It has no resources, so let's just add a customer resource that will show the customers in our navigation. And here is that line with customer resource. Customer resource is just a definition for customer model in MongoDB database and some little customization for the list properties. As I refresh that page, it should automatically appear in the navigation. So in 2 minutes, we have admin panel with the list of our customers. So that's really cool. And then let's just add dashboard. Okay, so that's a component for our dashboard. I will just show you that in AdminBro, we can use plain React components, so I don't have to design them specifically for admin panel. As you can see here, I just developed a few graph examples. They are not connected in admin panel anyway, so I can just use it in dashboard and they will just appear and work there correctly. So let's just go to our dashboard and refresh the page. And as you can see, we have all that custom dashboard with all the React components I just implemented. The next thing, we will just change the colors a little bit and the branding information just to make it fit better for the JS doc. So in the configuration, I'm just setting up the logo, favicon, title, and theme colors. They are the green ones that will fit the JS doc design. So as I refresh that, you can see that the title changed, the logo is changed, and in the resources we have that green color which fits better the JS doc design. Okay, so the last thing to implement is just the email sending. I want it to be clickable from the dashboard. So here in the dashboard, we have the categories of the items. I want to click some of the item. So I will see the users that are interested in shoes, for example, and then I want to send them an email. So it will be a custom feature, which will use a custom action and custom component in admin panel. So as we have our customer resource, let's just uncomment send mail feature. And you can see that here is a whole definition for that feature. So AdminBro exposes that function build feature, which allows you to specify the actions. And our action is just a send email with the icon, with custom component. The action type is bulk type, so we can send the email to multiple customers at once. We don't have to click for every customer to send the email. We can just select all of them. And the handler, which is just a plain JavaScript function that will get the records from the payload, get the content of the email, the subject of the email, and will send that out to customers. So you can see that it is just 10 lines of code, and I can use it to implement a custom action, and that's all it's needed for AdminBro. We also have that custom component, which uses plain AdminBro inputs. But I will just show you that in here in admin panel. So as I refresh the page, you can just select the customers, and you see that the send mail button appeared. It is my new bulk action I just created. And here is the action with the custom component. That's the custom component I defined. And yeah, let's just see into that as we have some time still. And it is, again, just plain React component, which has one function, which is send mail. And it uses an API client, which is also a built-in thing in admin panel. So you don't have a built another API endpoint in your application. You can just use the AdminBro API client. And that React component definition also has 2 inputs and 1 button to send. It automatically generates that action in admin panel. So that's all that was in React component. And we can just put in some subject, so hello, and maybe some content for the email. You may be interested in this. And here we can, for example, put a link which will lead to our product, for example, that we want to advertise. And as it is a component fully provided in AdminBro, which is a rich context editor, we can just, for example, place an image in here, for example, the AdminBro logo, and we can send that email to selected customers. And that's it. Let's just see what happened. We sent 3 emails to 3 different people. And here's the content I wrote. And yeah, that was it. I think I exceeded that time a little bit, but we managed to implement the custom action and whole admin panel in a matter of 7-8 minutes.